Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do our May the 14th Spiritual Principle a Day in a meditation. Looking forward to spending this time with you. Barely got the date out, stumbling in words today. Anyway, the title of our meditation, Autonomy and the Ties That Bind. Autonomy offers us the freedom to try new things. And we demonstrate courage when we make new efforts to better carry our message. Now, that comes from the Guiding Principles book, Tradition 4 for groups. When Tradition 4 says that each group should be autonomous, it opens the gate for creative expressions of our primary purpose. What comes next? Except in matters affecting other groups or NA as a whole, defines the path beyond the gate. The other 11 traditions and our spiritual principles guide us along that path. They offer direction to ensure the best possible conditions for our journey and mark potential trouble to keep us from wandering off a cliff. We don't just do as we please, we do what's right, as one member put it. At our business meetings, my home group considers two questions. How do our actions carry the message? And what else can we do to improve the atmosphere of recovery? Keeping our primary purpose foremost in mind has a clarifying effect. It ensures that each innovation is motivated by our desire to carry the message more effectively. Changes in society, in the neighborhood, or in the law can impact our meetings and often call us to innovate rather. We do our best to let go of that "this is the way we've always done it" mindset, which can undermine the courage we need to exercise group autonomy. It may be helpful to distinguish between the capital T traditions that guide our efforts in NA and the small t traditions, local customs, or norms that sometimes feel as important. Longtime members assure us that we won't break this thing by thinking a bit outside the box. We're reminded to strive for unity, not uniformity, and to evaluate proposed changes with our hearts open in the guidance of all 12 traditions in mind. We can practice our autonomy and pay attention to the ties that bind. When we do, we find that, as promised, all will be well. I will appreciate both the freedom that group autonomy offers and the continuity that our guiding principles provide. Take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity prayer. Maybe we'll take 2 moments of silence. Moment of silence now. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. I think that's a powerful meditation. I think that um, it gives you pause for thought. It causes me personally to think about how self centered I can be when it comes to group issues, the autonomy of the group. Of course, I'm a part of the group, right? I'm a member of the group. You're a member when you say you are. I'm a member of the group. This is my home group. But I bring me to the table, and they're asking me to not be so concerned about the me and be more concerned about the we, and not be concerned about local customs and traditions as much as I need to be concerned about the traditions, the 12 traditions and spiritual principles of Narcotics Anonymous, which is rooted in goodwill. Let me just make that clear. Is rooted in goodwill. And if we're all practicing it, tradition one, our unity, right? Must come first. If I'm in that, I'm practicing that, I'm a part of what we say we're about. It explains that autonomy, right? It opens this opportunity, meaning that we can be creative in our groups. It's like each group has its own personality. Nobody is telling the group on the north side what to do just because the group on the south side in the suburban area, right, does it this way. They don't dictate how the group in the most highly drug infested community on the north side does what they need to do, as long as it's not affecting, NA as a whole, and it's not affecting other groups. That can look like several things. But that autonomy of the group, that opens the gate for other things. But along those other things, we still have 11 other traditions and all of the spiritual principles of the steps that we individually have worked to guide us so that we don't end up on the end of the cliff and talking about, we don't know how we got here. We don't know how all of the other groups have ostracized us. We don't know why we're not included in the announcement. We don't know why. Well, no, 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 no. If the group has its own autonomy and has the ability to do whatever it wants to do, as long as it's not affecting other groups or NA as a whole, right? What does it matter what other groups think? If we choose to have a marathon meeting from Friday at midnight to Sunday at midnight, if we choose to do an in-person marathon meeting across holidays, what should it matter? We're carrying the message, and that's our primary purpose. And when we're talking about me individually within the group, that becomes my primary purpose, right? Unity, not uniformity. I still bring my analytical mind to every business meeting. I still bring me, but sometimes I sit down and shut up because it's about us. And my way is not always the best way or the only way. I've learned that here, and I want for you to learn it here too. We're going to appreciate the group and the freedom that it has and use the guiding principles of all the things that we've learned here, right? To help us on that path. There's nothing wrong with that. We become principled people. I can actually say spiritually principled individuals versus non-spiritual, unprincipled individuals. And so when we bring that to the group, how can it not be better? You know, I'm just so grateful today. So grateful for the fact that I don't run people away today, that I'm attraction, that people are drawn today to this individual that used to be very, 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 very unkind. Very unkind. My kindness always had a purpose. It was always something to it. Today, I'm authentically a caring, loving individual that can allow the majority to rule, right? The majority to be my concern today. I want for you to do the same. I want for you to experience. This is, I would give this like a 5.5 star. I've never said that, but I would definitely mark this as something that I want to remember when it comes to autonomy. That's not anonymity. The word is autonomy. Autonomy, right? I would give it a 5.5 star in how to conduct myself when it comes to the group and understanding. There's even 12 concepts of service, right? We don't talk about it that much, but Narcotics Anonymous even has 12 concepts of service. It'll blow your mind once you read them, right? So when we're doing service and we're involved with our home groups, our autonomy is important, but once we open that gate of creativity, there's some things, right? Some things we need to consider. My name is Mighty Stream. I hope that was helpful to the newcomer. I hope that was helpful maybe to the old timer that's been around a while and you've decided, I need to get back into service. I need to be forgiving about some of the things that happen on the group level in business meetings or at area level. I need to get past the fact that this person got voted in for that position and I wanted it, right? And I did not get the vote. I need to get past that and get back into being a home group member that actually does service. If that's you, this is for you, right? My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I'm going to have a wonderful day on purpose. It's 4:17 a.m. and I got to get to studying, right? Got to get to studying. But today, just want to know you're important. I want you to know that you are important to me. Have a beautiful day.